Move over self-driving cars. The future of automation is getting a serious grip, literally. We're diving into the world of AI-powered robotic hands. And this isn't just about replacing factory workers.
This is about robots entering the digital space. And to see where it's all headed, we're heading to India.
What's interesting here is the sheer ambition of it.
We're not talking about incremental improvements to existing robotics. This is about fundamentally changing how we interact with computers.
We're taking our cues from Bookspotz and their Sun Intelligence 1.0 project, which honestly sounds more like a sci-fi concept than reality.
They're creating robotic hands, but not the clunky kind you might imagine.
These robotic hands are designed with artificial general intelligence, or AGI, as the core.
This means they're not limited to pre-programmed tasks. They can learn, adapt, and even potentially solve problems in ways that were previously impossible for robots.
Okay, so we're not just talking about robots following a script. They can actually learn and figure things out on their own.
Exactly. And that's a crucial distinction because it means these robots can be deployed in environments that require a degree of flexibility and problem solving.
Imagine a design team collaborating with a robotic hand that can not only execute on precise instructions, but also suggest alternative design elements based on its understanding of aesthetics and composition.
That's both impressive and, I'll be honest, slightly intimidating. But let's back up a bit.
This Bookspotz article mentions 5 different models, each with its own specialization. It's like a robot hand for every occasion.
It's a fascinating strategy because it highlights how this technology is being developed, not as a one-size-fits-all solution, but rather as a suite of tools that can be tailored to specific tasks and industries.
So walk me through these different models. What are we looking at here?
Take Nimble Nova, for example.
As the name suggests, this model excels at precision tasks.
Think graphic design, video editing, anything that requires incredibly fine motor control.
So this is the robot hand you want if you need pixel-perfect edits or maybe even microsurgery, though I'm not sure I'm ready to trust a robot with a scalpel just yet.
It's an interesting thought, isn't it?
And it speaks to the rapid pace of development in this field. What seems like science fiction today could very well be commonplace tomorrow.
But for now, Nimble Nova is poised to revolutionize industries that rely on meticulous handiwork.
Okay, what else do we have in this robotic hand lineup?
Next up is SwiftScribe. Now, this one is all about speed and efficiency when it comes to data entry, typing, and other text-based tasks.
So for anyone who's ever felt the dreaded office hand from endless typing, this is the robot for them. Goodbye, carpal tunnel. Hello, robot revolution. So that's precision and speed covered. What other skills are we talking about with these robotic hands?
Well, for businesses drowning in data,
there's Analytic X. This one is designed for complex calculations, data analysis, and basically anything that would make a normal person
reach for a calculator.
And then a stiff drink.
And if we're talking data analysis, we're talking about some serious potential impact, right?
Especially in a place like India, which is quickly becoming a global tech hub.
Absolutely. Imagine Indian companies,
from startups to major corporations, suddenly having access to this level of AI-powered data crunching. It could lead to faster innovation, more strategic decision-making,
and a significant competitive edge in the global market.
It's like giving every company their own in-house data science team.
Only without the need for office pizza parties.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the robot hand that has me both intrigued and slightly terrified. Creative genius. I mean, the name kind of says it all, doesn't it?
It does suggest a certain level of
creative potential. This model is designed to assist with content creation, generating design concepts, and even exploring new artistic styles.
Think of it as a collaborative tool for artists, designers, and anyone involved in visual content creation.
So more like a muse than a replacement. A way to break through creative blocks and explore new ideas.
Precisely. And this is where the AGI aspect becomes particularly fascinating, because these robots can learn from the data they're exposed to.
They can help artists and designers identify patterns, experiment with new combinations,
and potentially push the boundaries of their respective fields.
Okay, I'll admit, that does sound pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like having an AI brainstorming partner who can not only keep up with your ideas, but maybe even spark some new ones you hadn't considered.
It challenges our preconceived notions of both creativity and robotics, doesn't it?
And that's what makes this technology so compelling.
Now, before my head explodes with all this creative potential, remind me what the last robot hand in this lineup is all about.
Ah, yes. That would be Multitask Master. And as the name suggests, this one is all about adaptability. It can handle a range of tasks across different domains.
making it perfect for dynamic work environments where flexibility is key.
It's like the Swiss Army knife of robot hands.
Got it. So we've got these 5 incredible models, each more impressive than the last. But stepping back from the tech itself, I have to ask, what does all this mean for India specifically?
This Bookspotz article keeps hammering home the idea that this is about to transform India's digital landscape. What exactly does that look like? It's one thing to say transformation.
But I'm always curious about the specifics. What kind of impact are we really talking about here?
This goes beyond just making existing processes more efficient.
Imagine Indian companies, from nimble startups to established giants,
suddenly able to scale their operations, analyze market trends with incredible precision,
and develop new products and services at an unprecedented pace.
This could be a game changer, particularly for industries heavily reliant on digital work.
It almost sounds like we're talking about a leapfrogging effect. Like India could potentially bypass certain stages of technological development
and emerge as a leader in this new AI-driven landscape.
That's a fascinating way to look at it. And it's not just about the direct impact on businesses.
The influx of investment and resources into this sector could have a ripple effect,
fostering innovation, creating new job opportunities, and even boosting India's overall economic growth.
Okay, so we've got increased productivity, potential for global leadership in AI and robotics. Anything else? What about attracting foreign investment?
Because, let's be honest, in the tech world, money often follows innovation.
You're absolutely right. And this is where India's strategic investment in AI and robotics becomes particularly significant.
By positioning itself at the forefront of this technological wave.
India has the potential to become a magnet for foreign investment, attracting capital, expertise, and partnerships that could further accelerate its growth in this sector.
It's like a chain reaction of positive developments, all stemming from this one technological leap. But, with all this talk about robots and AI revolutionizing the workforce,
I have to ask,
what does this mean for the average person? Are we all going to be replaced by robots with better hand-eye coordination than us?
Should I be updating my resume right now?
It's a natural concern.
But I think it's important to view this as an evolution of work rather than a complete replacement.
These robotic hands are, at their core, tools designed to augment human capabilities.
So it's less about robots taking over and more about humans and robots working together, each playing to their strengths.
Kind of like a high-tech buddy comedy, but hopefully with less workplace drama.
Exactly. Humans excel at creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence.
Qualities that are still incredibly difficult to replicate in AI. These robotic hands, on the other hand,
excel at precision, speed, and tireless execution. It's about finding that synergy.
That sweet spot where human ingenuity and AI capabilities complement each other.
I like that. Finding the synergy. It's about collaboration, not competition. But if we zoom out even further, beyond the specifics of India and robotic hands,
I think there's a bigger conversation here about the future of work as a whole.
Absolutely. Yeah. This Bookspotz project is just one example of a much larger trend.
We're on the cusp of an era where AI and automation will fundamentally reshape how we work, live, and interact with the world around us.
It's both exciting and a little daunting, isn't it?
This feeling of being on the edge of something massive.
Something that could change everything.
It certainly gives us a lot to think about.
How do we prepare for a future where human skills and AI capabilities are increasingly intertwined? How do we ensure that these advancements benefit all of humanity?
Big questions.
And I suspect we're just at the beginning of exploring the answers. But hey, that's what deep dives are all about, right?
Taking a close look at the cutting edge and pondering the possibilities.
And maybe the potential pitfalls
that lie ahead.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And I think this particular deep dive has given our listeners plenty to ponder. The future is being rewritten.
One robotic handshake at a time.